So, welcome to Southeast Wargaming Path to Glory. I am here with
Dan,
Matt,
Nick,
Bad. I am Phil. So, we've all got brand new armies, and we're going to do a Path to Glory, mostly random. So, if you'd like to go through what you're playing,
Beast Claw Raiders,
Nighthaunt,
Disciples of Siege,
Ideneth Deepkin.
woo, and we'll show you the war bands and what our starting followers are in a short little bit. But first, I just wanted to introduce that we're doing the Path to Glory up to 10 glory points for a win. We have one command trait that we use for the entire battle. And we're not using artifacts, we are using allegiance abilities. So, I think... Yeah, so a little bit about why we chose each army. I'll go first. Nighthaunt. I'm going to be pretty honest. I got the Soul Wars starter box, and it was Stormcast and Nighthaunt, and Nighthaunt looked cool. So that's my reasons. How about you, Beast Claws?
limited models to have to paint.
That's a good idea.
And who doesn't love icy cows?
Whoever wants to go, it doesn't matter. Just free form.
Well, I chose Siege because I've always loved Siege and the randomness and of course the magic. Who doesn't want everything being a wizard?
Oh, he's a trickster.
And I'm Deepkin. Well, personally, it felt like it's quite the opposite to Death. Rather than hordes, it's a small number of elite units. So I thought I'd give them a go. And I mean, fish elves. Who doesn't want eels, sharks, and turtles on a battlefield?
And fish elves, fish and chips.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, who wants to go first with their army?
I will.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
why not?
So we'll go through the Deepkin starting army and the command trait he's going to be using for this campaign and all of that good stuff. So we will be back.
So, this is my Ideneth warband. I decided to pick a Aetian king as my my commander. A Kellian. Damn it, I'll never get that right. A Kellian king as my commander. That way I get 3 units. I've decided to go for 2 units of thralls, as seen on the flanks, and a unit of reavers to give me a little bit of range within my army. I decided to go for this setup because I thought I want to get a nice core, good number of units. I can objective capture, I can whittle them down with arrows and then fight them in combat. I thought it's quite nice and round core, and I can then work from there. As a command trait for my king, I went for Born from Agony. This gives my general 2 extra wounds. The reasoning behind this was just to make him tougher, try to stop some sniping from happening, trying to stop him from being run over instantly when I get charged and stuff. That's the reasoning for that trait. And, well, what else can I say about them? They're my Deepkin. I think that's all.
How many followers do you get? Is it 2?
3.
Oh, it's 3 followers.
3 followers, hence the 2 units of 10 thralls and the 1 unit of reavers.
Nice, nice. So we'll move on. Who wants to go next?
I need to write a lot of things down.
Okay, so this is my host of Tzeentch, led by Korvax, the Lord of Change. Now, going with the Lord of Change with the updated rules, he only gets 2 followers. So I went with 2 units of Pink Horrors. Mostly because who doesn't want 2 units of Pink Horrors? They are wizards, they split down with the new system of giving you blue horror points to help summon blue horror units. They give 2 points for each one dying, so you can effectively get 2 units of 10 blue horrors out of the 1 unit of pink, and that helps a lot when you only start with 2 units. So it's just a beautiful mess of let's see how much magic we can make and see how crazy and unexpected these results are going to be. I've given the command trait Incorporeal Form to the Lord of Change. That means that in combat, opponents will have to subtract 1 to hit. Mostly because he's going to be a shooter. It's going to be a shooty army. He wants to keep his distance. He wants to survive. And he's on a secret mission. He's on a secret mission from the god Tzeentch.
Indeed. It'd be weird if it was from Khorne.
It would. But hey, anything's possible these days.
It's true.
Who knows?
Watch our game. Wait, it hasn't happened yet.
And that is the Tzeentch army.
And here we have the spooky, scary ghosts. So, my warband is led by Gregor Lightsbane, a newly awakened Knight of Shrouds, sent to retrieve this magic pulse in the middle of Shaiish, sent by Nagash to you do his nefarious plans? I don't know. So the Night Shrouds on Ethereal Steed is my warband leader. He gives me access to 4 followers. So I've gone for 2 units of 10 Chain Rasp and 2 units of Spirit Host, basically just to fill out a core bulk of my army, just to be chaff and get in the way and do some deep strike shenanigans. So the command trait I've gone for kind of ties into his lore. So this newly awakened Knight of Shrouds, they're not normally one for summoning, but for some reason this Knight of Shrouds, Gregor, he seems to be quite apt at bringing back the dead of the fallen Night Haunt. So he's gone for Ruler of the Spirit Hosts for his command trait for this campaign. So that is, I think, everything. Obviously the allegiance abilities, you've got Wave of Terror, 10-inch charger, get to attack twice, Deathless Spirits, all that jazz. So that is the Night Haunt, pretty straightforward and easy. So I think we'll be moving on to Beast Claws next.
Okay, this is the Beast Claw Raiders Force for Hearts of Glory. I chose a Frost Lord on Stonehorn because why wouldn't you? Little bit of backstory. He is a famed hunter. He killed the mighty saber cat Tony the Tiger. I've given him the nickname Otto Katzenjäger, which is German for cat hunter. We've discussed it part of our group that I'm allowed 1 follower after the nerf from the Stonehorn. Went for Beast Claw Raiders. They're just heavy hitters. Frostsword packs a punch, and Yetis are good for sort of like clogging up and objective taking, and they're a lot better than the Frost Sabres. The main reason I want to go for these guys is just sort of like easy to model, not many models to paint. Can focus on like detail, and they look badass. So he's an ambitious hunter looking to slow or even stop the Everwinter, which plagues his people. So he's attracted to this mystical energies on this realm.
What does his command ability do? Command trait, sorry?
His command trait, Famed Hunter, allows him to reroll 1s in the combat phase for all his melee weapons. So his punches, his kicks, and his Frost Spear, but sadly not the Stonehorn.
Are you sure it's not the Stonehorn as well?
Yeah, it specifically says.
Okay.
And that's that.
Sweet, so we're going to a bit of the narrative. So this Path to Glory campaign will be a narrative campaign. So just to go into a bit of the story, long after the Necroquake happened and the Night Haunt had been roused from their slumber, along with the Realm of Death inverting its magical energies to go inward, there was a strange pulse of odd magical energy in Shaiish. This attracted the 4 warlords you see before you. From left to right we have Otto, what's his name?
Katzenjäger.
Katzenjäger, looking for a potential cure for the Everwinter. We have
Low Nod.
Potentially this could be soul energy that he wants to capture. He could save his dying race. The Night Haunt, the newly awakened Gregor Lightsbane, who seems to be quite good at summoning other Night Haunt, has been sent by Nagash to retrieve this artifact. And then we have Korvax, this Lord of Change, which no one quite knows why Tzeentch has wandered in from the realm of Chamon to come to Shaiish for this artifact. It must be important. Do we know more, Dan, or do we not?
Oh, maybe, but we'll have to find out.
Find out next time. So this is the narrative for this campaign, and you'll see game 1 where it's the Idoneth Deepkin versus the Beast Claw Raiders, and the Night Haunt stumble upon the disciples of Tzeentch.